Hello, YouTube. It is the Dream Team Extreme coming to you live from our house in Seattle. And this is what I look like when I'm under the weather. And so, excuse my voice and my Pebbles hairdo. And my kiddo here, who's trying to fall asleep, and she does this when she's in the ergo. We're both, not feeling our best. So, anyway, I wanted to do a quick update though because I've had so many people ask how the trip went and make sure we're home safely and to see how the flight went and all that stuff. And I just had a few moments to spare, so I just thought I'd throw up a quick video and let you guys know that we are home safely. And to let you know that our trip was absolutely amazing. We were there for 10 days, 9 nights. We had 80-degree weather every single day. We didn't have a single rainy day, which is crazy because the week before we went, they had monsoon rains over there. And she went into the water like a champ with her dad, as you guys kind of saw. We had a really, really, really good time for our first family vacation. It couldn't have gone much better with the exception of the last few days. And the reason why I say that is because, so Kaylee started getting sick towards the end of our trip, and she was waking up every few hours and was stuffy, and it just got worse with every night. Basically, it went on for 3 nights, and on the third night, she woke up every hour and was just screaming, like something was absolutely wrong. So we ended up in the emergency room at 3 o'clock in the morning and had to drive 20 minutes, which isn't that bad. And the ER doctor there was not impressive. He looked in her ears and said her ears are red, but they're not infected. So I would just dope her up with Motrin. That's basically what he told us. And okay, she's congested to the point where she's waking up because she's not able to breathe. She's coughing so hard that she's choking, and I swear it seemed like she was turning blue. And you're just gonna tell me to give her Motrin, which doesn't even help with congestion? Okay. So he was just so unimpressive. I mean, they gave her a dose of Motrin and we went on our way. And it didn't help. And so the next day I called around and I found a doctor's office that is she's sleeping. That is a lot like our doctor's office here. Oh, honey. Which, as you can see, she's still coughing. Which has it has a walk-in clinic. It has a walk-in clinic until 8 o'clock that you can go into, and it's basically urgent care, but they bill your insurance like it's a normal doctor visit. And they had a pediatrician there, and they actually got me in to see the pediatrician, which was awesome. So I got to see a pediatrician, and he was so great. He asked tons of questions about her, because he was like, I'm not her primary, physician or her pediatrician, so I want to know what her personality is like and why you think, something is wrong and blah, blah, blah. So we ended up sitting and talking for about half an hour, and I told him about how Kaylee usually is versus what she's been like versus, the symptoms leading up to that point and that kind of stuff. So he did look in her ears, and he did say that her ears were not infected, which was good. But her decongestion, or her nasal cavity and her sinus cavities were so red. And anyway, so he ended up writing a prescription. I took to 4 pharmacies. 4 pharmacies. My husband, during this entire time, too, because we went to the ER and then got home, and then by the time we got home, it was a few hours later. He already had an appointment to get ink work done, and had already put a deposit down. So I told him to go ahead and go because it's not like we need both of us to take her to the doctor and sit around. So anyway, so he was getting his tattoo work done this whole time. But so I drove to 4 pharmacies and nobody could get this stupid prescription. They were like, we can special order it for you and have it in tomorrow afternoon. And I was like, I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon, so that's not good enough. So I was just so stressed, and I didn't have any sleep. My sleep had been, less and less, the last few nights. And so finally I had to go back to the doctor's office, and they told me to dilute some saline with Afrin 50/50 and give it to her. And so that's what I did, and it worked like a charm. And she slept so much better after that. And I had already been doing like the saline, you know, just like using the saline and the sucker to get the stuff out of her nose, but it just was not helping. But after I did that, she slept so great. And then on the flight home, she slept for 2 hours and then was awake for 3 and was giggly, her normal self, playful. And she she was the only baby on the plane that didn't scream. Because our plane, like the landing, I thought that the landing was really harsh, and I had gum in my mouth and was like trying to plug my ears by yawning and whatnot, you know, so to defend the other babies that were screaming. It was a very hard landing, but she didn't phase her at all. It was so awesome. So I'm so excited because she was really good on the plane out too. The plane ride out, she slept for 3 hours and was awake for 2 and didn't, no tears whatsoever on either flight. So we are so stoked to know that she handles plane rides okay thus far. So anyway, she has still been sick, and the doctor said, you know, if it, you know, continues, that she basically just had like an upper respiratory cold, and to go see our doctor when we got home and all that. And of course now I'm sick. Could be worse though. I mean, we're not like dying or anything, so that's the good news. And even when she's like, this is her first time being actually sick, but like, she's still, I mean, so good. Like she was starting to get a little fussy in Maui, the day before we had to go into the ER. But fussy for her is easy squeezy, you know. She doesn't even cry. She more like whines. She goes a lot. But yeah, she's totally passed out right now. And she's in my Ergo carrier, which we got. And I absolutely love this thing, and I'm going to be doing a review on it versus the Bjorn. We still use the Bjorn every now and then, but this Ergo is where it's at, I'm telling you. The Ergo is like the new Bjorn. But that's a different video for a different time. So she is going to be 8 months, if you can believe it, on the 11th. I can't freaking believe it. It's so crazy. I'm already like brainstorming ideas for her first birthday party because she turns 1 in June, and so it's like smack dab in the middle of summer, and so we want to have it outside, and so I know we're gonna have to like pick the location and reserve someplace kind of early. So I'm already brainstorming ideas for themes and that kind of stuff. So hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. Her first birthday party, I think, is gonna be kind of a big deal. What else? But yeah, I mean, we're back, and she's just being her normal self, and still is loving to walk and stuff, like I said in my last video. You know, with help, obviously. She's not walking on her own yet. But other than that, I don't really have anything much to report. She did great. She slept with us. And I was really, you know, worried, just like I was in Leavenworth, that she wasn't going to do well because it's a different bed and everything, but she did fine, except for when she started, you know, getting sick. And she is back to now sleeping normal again, pretty much. She wakes up once. I think the most she's woken up is twice at night, but she's still sleeping her 10 to 12 hours, which is great. And it really helps because I'm sick that she likes to sleep like that, because when I'm sick, I'm already cranky, and then when I get no sleep, I'm cranky. So when I'm sick and not getting any sleep, I'm uber cranky. So she's helping Daddy out by sleeping still. But anyway, so I have more videos to do, and I know that I keep saying that, and I will get them up, I promise. We've just been busy with getting things back in order since we've been home and whatnot. But I wanted just to let you guys know that we are safe and she's a rock star. And here's a glimpse of, let's see if I can, this is from my phone, so I apologize, but she's totally sleeping right now. So we will see you guys later, and thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more. Bye.